Good morning. Good morning. I'm getting some glare here. A little glare from my glasses. Good morning. Good morning, Patrice. Good morning. I'm looking forward to this 60-degree weather in February. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mwambi. Good morning, Teme. I think I saw Carrie as well. Good morning. So, yes, Monday morning. Here we go again. So, I'm going to take a few more minutes just to see if any others will join. Good morning, Eb. Good morning. All right, for those of you who are joining this morning, my name is Marquisa Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. My passion is to help leaders develop into who they are, to assist corporations, faith-based ministries or organizations with developing teams and developing their leaders. That is my largest passion, is to develop leaders. It's all about leaders. So I am the Marquisa Williams, CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. I am also a certified life coach and certified Christian counselor as well. You can find information about me at marquisawilliams.com. That is MARQUISSA Williams.com. Thank you so much for the hearts early. Thank you so much. Yes, welcome to this Monday morning leadership lift. For those of you who are just joining or for the very first time, I think I see some first timers, T times 3. Welcome, welcome. My name is Marquisa Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. Hi kids. Hey Ellis team. Team Ellis, good morning. So, yes, so every Monday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, my heart's desire is that I will be able to share some tips around leadership to encourage you, to empower you, to give you some food for thought. Yes, welcome. All right, so today is our last portion of our Heart Matters series. So for the month of February, I talked about had different topics around why the heart truly matters as a leader. So I'm just going to do a brief recap of some of the topics that we went over the last 4 weeks. I did miss a week, and I shared that prior. I was traveling for work, so I did miss a week. So we have 4 topics, which includes today. Good morning for those of you who are just joining. My name is Marquisa Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. Just excited about this Monday morning leadership lift around how the heart truly does matter as it pertains to leadership. So if you don't mind, please share this leadership lift, share the scope with your followers. For iPhone, you swipe to the left, I want to say, and Android is up and down. Please share with your followers. I do believe that these lifts will be helpful to people who are designed to be in a position of leadership, get tips, or enhance their leadership abilities. So again, we're going to move right into our topic this morning. So the heart really does matter. So recapping the first couple of weeks. So in week 1, I talked about, what are you eating? I posed the question about, what are you eating? What we put in eventually comes out. So that's in the physical sense, what we digest when we're eating vegetables and all those other things. We talked about the digestive system and how that ties into what comes in and what comes out. Same concept in leadership. When we're sitting at the table, we're studying, we're sitting under authorities, we're going to school, we're doing all these things. Are those things or people healthy for our listening, healthy to our psyche? Because if they are not, we could damage someone, knowing that we're sitting under unhealthy leadership or teaching. If it's healthy, it's all good. Everyone gets fed. Everyone gets fed. So that was for week 1. What are you eating? The second week, we spoke about minding our own business. Is it all right for a leader to mind our own business? And we came to the resolution that it is not okay for us to mind our own business because we have a social responsibility as leaders to do something in our society, in our community, in our homes. So minding our business as it relates to leadership and being socially aware is critical in the life of a leader. So we must become being social aware as a leader says volumes about how we care about people and how we care about the world around us. So it is not okay, again, to mind our own business as leaders, okay? And then in week three, which was last week, we talked about true or false. True or false. Being an authentic leader. We have to be honest with ourselves. We talked about the importance of being honest with ourselves and who we are. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I apologize. My phone was ringing there. So, true or false, we have to be authentic. If we're not honest with who we are, then the people that are following us are following not the real you. We are deceiving not only ourselves, but we are deceiving others. So we must be authentic in everything that we say, everything that we do. Being an authentic leader is very, very important, all right? So I wanted to make sure that I shared the recap. I apologize for the noise. Let me just turn this off. There we go. Here we go. All right. So, true or false was number 3. So, week 1, what are you eating? Week 2, minding your own business, being socially aware. Week 3, being your authentic self, true or false. Which leads us to today. Are you still in love? Now, we're talking about the heart. The month of February is all about love and heart awareness and all these wonderful things that we talk about as far as the heart is concerned. So today I'm just going to talk to you. Actually, I'm going to be sharing some snippets from my February newsletter, which was entitled, Are You Still in Love? Yes, Robin, I do teach, not as a profession, but as a ministry. I teach leadership. I teach the Bible. I teach counseling, various topics. I'm a motivational speaker. You name it. I do love to teach. So I guess you could say, yes, I am a teacher. Thanks for asking. All right. So are you still in love? Here we go. As leaders, we must take time to assess how we feel about our businesses, our ministry, and even our home environments. We have to ask ourselves from time to time, is what I'm doing the very thing that I am still in love with? Do I still love the very thing that I do? We have to evaluate ourselves from time to time. So do I still get excited every day to get up and serve the people that I'm leading? Yes, we are still called to serve even in a corporate setting. Servant leadership is not just for faith-based communities or in the church. It is actually an act of service when we are helping someone, when we're doing our jobs, we are impacting our customers, etc. We still serve. But are we still excited about serving? So we have to come to a place where we sit down and say, do I really love what I do every single day? For those of you who are joining, we're talking about, are you still in love? And the heart really does matter. And I'm sharing some points around that. So I'm just getting started. So I want to give you some telltale signs about that you still love what you do every day. So in this dialogue, on this Periscope, share your hearts when you're loving some things that I'm saying or liking some things that I'm sharing. And please make some comments and we can engage and have some dialogue as well throughout this scope. So just wanted to share. So here are some telltale signs that you still love what you do. Number 1, When you are constantly thinking about what to do next, how to be better, how to get involved, how to do the next thing right, when you're just excited. The number two, when you get excited at the thought about inspiring other people's lives. What could I do to help someone, to charge someone else, to move someone else into their next purpose? We share a lot about leadership and leading, and some of the things that we do while we start our businesses, our ministries, is truly at the core about people. Is never, I'm going to say, about money. We want profit, but if we focus solely on money, we sometimes come off of our purpose. So what we do, inspiring others each and every day. Are you still striving to inspire others? And then number three, when we can share enthusiastically with others about what we do. If someone comes up to you and asks you, so what do you do? What do you do every day? You say, for me, I want to see people walking in their purpose. I want to develop leaders to be healthy. I want to give them the tools. I want to empower them. And you go on and on and on. You to the point you almost can't even shut up when someone asks you, what do you do? When you can enthusiastically say and share about what you do, you are still in love with the very thing that you're doing. And then lastly, when you are willing to put in the work no matter what. You're constantly thinking, you're brainstorming, you're taking down notes, you're trying to build the next best thing for the people that you are serving. You're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, you're networking with others, you're doing all these wonderful things. That's how you know that you are still in love with what you do. So those are some great telltale signs to allow you to see that, yes, you still have the passion, you still are empowered to do some of the things that you're doing. But I'm also going to share with you today about some things that, some telltale signs when you have fallen out of love with the things that you're doing. And it's okay, because you know what? As leaders, we have to re-evolve ourselves. We have to keep assessing ourselves, as I mentioned. So the heart truly does matter when it comes to leadership. So here are some signs of when you fall out of love. When it becomes hard for you to create new ideas. It's a struggle. Every time you think about it, you go sit at the table to brainstorm or think about the next best thing. It's just difficult. It's just challenging. It's just hard. Good morning, Christine. Good morning. Thank you for joining the Scope this morning. We're talking about how the heart truly does matter. The heart truly does matter. So we're talking right now in this part of the Scope of when we see signs that we have fallen out of love of some of the things that we are doing each and every day, whether it's in our ministry, our business, and even in our home. So the first piece that I shared is when it becomes hard for you to create ideas. And then the second is it takes a lot of effort to become motivated about what you do. It's hard for you to get up. It's hard for you to go to the office. It's hard for you to have an encouraging word for someone. It just becomes too challenging when you just lack motivation in what you do every day. And then there is an increased level of frustration and lack of passion. You're frustrated. Everything's getting on your nerves. You're just going, day to day. It's just mundane. You're just not excited. And you lack that passion that you had before when you first got started in your business and interacting with people in your ministry. You just lose that drive. That's a telltale sign that you're starting to fall out of love with what you're doing. And then lastly, when you just completely just want to give up. I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. I'm not going in. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm just going to sit here. I'm just not going to do anything. That's when you know that you have fallen out of love with your passion. So the heart does matter as it pertains to leadership. We have to become aware and assess where we are as we're moving into the next phase of our ministry, the next phase of our business, and the next phase of our self-development. It's all about self-awareness. We have to be careful when we get into those places or those feelings around especially when we're falling out of love, because if we're continuing to do those things without passion, other people feel that. Those who we are leading can pick up on that. And I've said before, if you lose passion about the thing that you're doing, the people who are following you will know it, and they will fall out of passion. Their enthusiasm lacks. So what we do filters into other people and other lives. What we say affects other people. How we feel affects others who may be watching and who are following us. Thank you for the hearts this morning. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really believe in what I'm saying and what I'm teaching around leadership. It's all about healthy leadership. It's all about it. Elevate Leadership Enterprises. It's all about elevating, taking us to the next level, and helping us to be able to identify those places where we need to, move up or move out so we can move forward to be in a better place and to help those that we are leading. So if you find yourself in these challenging places, begin to ask yourself these questions. Why did I love this very thing in the first place? Are there those reasons still relevant today? Have my passions changed, and should I focus on new ideas? A new way of thinking, a new way of doing your business, a new way of reaching people? And do I need help with getting back on track? Sometimes we just need help. We need that extra push. We need to talk to those, seek wise counsel to get us. That's right, Christine. That's when we have to pray for discernment. Is our season over? Yes. Good question. Good question. We need to start asking ourselves that. So keep those things in mind. We have to get to a place where we have to self-evaluate. There's nothing worse than a leader that just keeps going and going and going and not seeking outside influences, praying for discernment, asking others for advice and wisdom, and just looking inward to say, am I in the right direction? Do I still love what I truly do each and every day? We have to go back to the table from time to time to do that. Because again, I'm going to keep saying it because this is the end of our heart series. The heart does matter in everything that we do. It matters. It absolutely matters. So regardless of the love condition that you're in, whether you're still hype and excited and enthusiastic about what you do every day, or you're finding yourself in this rut, it is always a good idea to set aside time to reflect where you are as it pertains to your leadership goals, businesses, etc. And it's okay to reflect. So don't feel guilty. And if you're starting to hear as I'm talking that maybe I'm not in the place, maybe I'm not in love anymore about what I do every day. Don't feel guilty about that. It's just time to come to the drawing board. Get to the drawing board. So if you find that your passions, your goals, and dreams have changed, it's okay. We are forever growing. We should be lifetime leaders. We should be always evolving. So it might just be a time to change. So just think about that. It is never a good thing to stay in something that you know you have no longer a passion for, because we could damage other people. We could damage the people that we come in contact with. So it's not all about us. It's still about other people. So, some people say, yes, change is good, my sister. Change is absolutely good. That's my cohort sister right there. Change is always good. So go back to the drawing board to regroup, refocus, and redirect your plans. Figure out what works. so that you can still be in love with the very thing that you do each and every day. So remember, to be successful, you have to believe and love in what you do. You have to be in love with it. You have to be in love with it, because the heart does matter in everything that we say and we do. And I have two scriptures and a quote for you today that'll help you with this as well. So again, the heart does matter. I am Marquisa Williams. I am the CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. My passion is all about healthy leading. It's all about leadership. It's all about leading from the heart and equipping you, empowering you, and giving you the tools that you need for your success. So those of you who are just joining, I see some people just joining, we're actually wrapping up this scope. So please share with your followers on Twitter, share with your followers on Periscope. I believe that these Periscopes are a good way to empower others, to share leadership tips each and every week. I do this every single Monday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I know it's early, but this is the best time that I could share. But thank goodness for social media. You know, you can watch it later and you can check it out on other platforms, which I'll share as well. So I'm going to end our scope today with two scriptures and a quote. And the scripture is Proverbs 4:23, and it's God stuff. This is God stuff. Yes. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life." Keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life. Yes, that's why we have to be able to check our heart, check our emotions, check where we are, so that we can be healthy, not just only for ourselves, but for others. If you have issues, we spoke about this several scopes back. Guess what? We have to address some issues that's going on with us, whether it's unforgiveness, anger, all those things, because if we're harboring those things, they spill over into other people. As I mentioned, hurt people hurt people. Healthy people help others to be healthy. So it's a trickle-down effect. Out of our heart springs the issues of life. And then Proverbs 4:23, that was the New King James Version. But I love the version, this version of the Bible called The Voice. And it's very practical. And it says, above all else, watch over your heart. Watch over it. Diligently guard it, because from a sincere and pure heart come the good and noble things of life. I'm going to repeat that. Above all else, watch over your heart. Diligently guard it, because from a sincere and pure heart comes the good and noble things of life. So the heart does matter in everything that we do as leaders, as a human being. It does matter. I thought that those two versions of the text of Proverbs 4:23 was mind-blowing and very powerful. And then I can go on and on about that. I'm not here to preach today, but I think the Lord wants me to share something in a sermon or a teaching around this heart thing, and how the issues of life flows from our heart, and how important it is for us to guard it. But I will get off that soapbox right now. Amen. I'm cracking myself up this morning because I'm very passionate about this. Yes, thank you, Christine. We have to pause and reflect. We have to go back to that drawing board. And here's the quote from one of my favorite theologians, Henri Nouwen. I'm going to spell his last name. I think he's worth looking up. His material is absolutely worth reading. It's not for the babe, I must say. It's not for a babe. But he does give some very profound insight into Christianity and leadership. His name is Henri, Henri. Last name is spelled Nouwen. Wen, Henri Nouwen. And this is what he says about the heart. He says, the heart is not just the place where our emotions are located. The heart is the center of our being, the center of all thoughts, feelings, passions, and decisions. I'll read that again. The heart. The heart is not just the place where our emotions are located. The heart is the center of being, of our being, the center of all thoughts, feelings, passions, and decisions. I love it. I love, 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 oh my gosh, Henri Nouwen. I had to clap on that because he is so profound around Christianity, and he's so profound around leadership and just being a human being in general. So again, the heart does matter as I'm wrapping up the Heart Matters series for the month of February. If you had missed any of the scopes, you can find scopes on catch.me/IM Marquisa. My name is spelled Marquissa. If you go to Catch, and that's Catch with a K, catch.me/IM Marquisa, you can find my scope. You can find all the previous scopes there. You can also go to YouTube and find me there under my name, which is Marquissa Williams, Marquissa Williams. You can go to my YouTube channel there. You can catch up on any scope that I have done from its inception. You can catch me there. You can find me every single Monday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. Please share with your followers. They can meet me right here every Monday morning to talk about things around leadership. And you can also go to my website, which is marquissawilliams.com, and you can find more about any workshops. Thank you, Patrice, for sharing that. You can find information about my workshops around your businesses and also your ministries. I do workshops, any one-on-one consultation, and business consultations. Anything that you would like to know about me, my bio is there. And guess what? I have a newsletter that you could sign up for. It is free. You will get a newsletter each and every month where we'll share leadership tips. And also you can get a free copy of my ebook that is titled 5 Things Anyone Leading Anything Should Know. 5 Things Anyone Leading Anything Should Know. So there's a whole bunch of information there. Check me out on my website. But for today, the heart truly does matter as leaders. It's time to go back to the table, back to the drawing board, and assess where we are. Are you still in love with what you do every day? Or have you fallen out of love with the things that you're doing and going back to the drawing board? Oh, and I do have a fan page as well on Facebook, which is facebook.com/IamMarquissa. Facebook.com/IamMarquissa. You can catch up with the videos there. There will be tips shared there as well around leadership. So I thank you. I thank you for your time. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time this morning. And again, share with your followers. They can play your replay if you're just joining. Have a wonderful, wonderful, marvelous Monday.